Have you ever felt like there was no reason to keep going and all you wanted to do was give up? Well, that's how I felt every time I practiced the piano. But if you had attended my final piano recital, you would never have known. I played Beethoven Sonatas No. 8 Third Movement. My parents and best friends were all there at the concert. They all cheered at the end of the performance and even told me that I was a really good piano player. It felt like a scene straight out of a movie, but the years leading up to that was anything but. I started playing the piano when I was 3. It did not take long for me to figure out that I wasn't exactly musically gifted. But having failed miserably at all other extracurriculars my mom had enrolled me in, from ballet to singing to swimming, I wanted something to stick. So I stuck with it. Even though I had to drop out of my recital in 5th grade because I kept making the same mistakes. Even though my piano teacher hated me and told me to quit. Even though my piano teacher begged my mom to convince me to quit. Every time I met my teacher, it was a scene straight out of Whiplash. Yes, that Whiplash. My teacher would ask me, how can someone who practiced piano for so long be so bad at it? She was right. How was I so bad at something I had spent so much of my time doing? It definitely didn't make me feel good. When I was 12, I randomly became obsessed with Beethoven Virus on Pump It Up, which really was just Beethoven Sonata's third movement. That random obsession developed into an ambition and a dream of sorts. I told myself I wouldn't quit until I learned how to play the song. So I kept going, even though it felt impossible and I did want to quit. At that final recital, that dream came true. All it took was 6 years. Hi, my name is Joy, and this is the story of my life. How I always spend an embarrassing amount of time and effort in order to be good at something. How I am a combination of foolish, misguided, and stubborn. How every time someone tells me to give up, I interpret it as a sign to keep going instead. How I felt and occasionally still do feel like a loser. In senior year of high school, I got a perfect score for all of my SAT math exams. But just a year before that, my math tutor told me I should sit out of the exams because I can't do math. Or how in junior year of high school, out of 4,000 essay submissions, mine came in first. But a few months before that, my English teacher told me that I write like a 5th grader. Or how before moving to New York, my friends' parents told me that I wouldn't last a month because I just didn't have it in me. I got into UCLA, but was rejected by almost every other school I had applied to. I got to work at the New York Times, but I was rejected by almost 40 other companies. Everything I have managed to achieve, I did so through so much pain. And unfortunately, I have always had to try really hard at things. Partially due to the fact that I'm terrible at following instructions and lack a perfectionist bone in my body. As a result, I would make way more mistakes than the average person, and everything would take a little more time than I would like. The process would always make me feel like a loser, and I would always toy with the idea of giving up. Now, the same pattern is repeating itself with YouTube and startups. I have been posting videos every week since January 2023, and both the quality and numbers are not near where I would like them to be. I remember when I first contemplated starting YouTube, I watched Ali Abdaal's video where he talked about how it took him 45 videos to get to his first 1,000. I remember thinking YouTube is hard for everyone, but wait, it took me 60-something videos to get to my first 1,000. Don't even get me started with Startup Land. My inbox is a graveyard of rejections. For a long time, I secretly felt like a loser because for every win, I have had to lose at least 10 times. The pain is further inflicted when I watch my friends turn their first final interviews into their first jobs, or when my friends' startups get funded on their first attempt, or when I watch a creator blow up after their 5th video. Good for them. But deep down, I was a little jealous because I wished I could lose less. There have been so many moments in my life, but especially this year when I would ask myself, why do I even bother? Why do I even try? Why does it take so much longer for me to get things when someone else gets it in their first or second attempt? They say that persistence is a strength. But if it is a strength, why doesn't it make me feel good? In fact, Why does it hurt? Every time I had to persist, I always felt a little bit of shame, a little bit like a loser. Is it supposed to hurt this much? Maybe it is time to be a little less ambitious. Maybe it is time to stop. Maybe it isn't just meant to be. The way I see it, failing at something means you are reaching beyond your limits, and that is how we grow. If you are hitting all your goals, it means you are not dreaming big enough, because none of this is supposed to be easy. There is virtue in knowing when to give up. You definitely shouldn't give your 100% at something you don't really want. Only you know whether or not something is worth pursuing. But the idea that if something is meant for you, things will be easy is a lie. Instead, I believe that if things are meant for you, you will be able to stick out the hard days when everyone throws in the towel instead. You do it even though it's hard. Because if it was easy, everyone would do it. Everyone would be out there living their dream lives. But you do these things because you can't stop. Even after your pride gets run over and every fiber of your being wants you to stop, you simply can't. In the pursuit of anything meaningful, it is inevitable that you will occasionally feel like a loser. In fact, the process requires you to feel like one. But you learn not to allow your feelings, rejections, and setbacks define you, even though it hurts. Because you know that you are too good to let some metric or some person's opinion of how you are at a given point in time dictate how you live the rest of your life.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hi sis, I know you're sad and I know things have been really tough for the both of us lately. Yeah, but life has never been easy, and for you to get to where you are now, I know it's taken a lot of struggle and failures, but honestly, that's where I see your biggest strength. How you managed to push through it all. It really inspires me so much to keep going, to keep trying, and to believe that hard work never goes to waste. So I just want to say that I'm really proud of you for every step that you take. You know, no matter how small it seems, it's actually bringing you closer to your dreams. And when things don't seem to be working out in the moment, I don't see failure. I just see the universe is telling us to hold on, that something better is coming. So keep going, okay? You're doing amazing. Love you. Semangat.